Hey YouTube, second part of the video, so it's a different t-shirt, so even though I'm planning to put this video up pretty much immediately after the last one of this guitar, this is the Chibson Les Paul custom shop guitar, which I was quite scathing about yesterday. Now I've been in it, I've changed the pickups out, and it's quite well built. I have to say that it's actually pretty good. It does have a solid maple cap. It's a veneer on the top, but it's got there's a definite full thickness carved top on it. And apart from the fact that I think the fretboard, I still think it looks a bit cheap. I'm not sure what a real Gibson one looks like. I think maybe I just don't like the design. It's obviously some sort of. It's a very good looking veneer. I mean, it's quite a lot of depth to it. I took some photos. If you look on the Mad Malco Facebook page, Mad Malco Guitars Facebook page, you'll see it. The pickups I took out, which I'm assuming you're watching this immediately after the last video, where I think they're Bill Lawrence ones. They've got like a circuit board in the back. The original Gibson USA, which it won't focus on. You gonna focus on it? You gonna focus? Come on. Yeah, so out of focus pickups. But actually, and these ones here were in a bag that it said on it. They were technically named. They were gold new in brackets was what was written on the plastic bag that they came in. I think the guy had just ordered them off eBay or something like that. And I think these are more like probably pretty much what would have been as come in this guitar. They still had the plastic covers on them, so they were new. And they're the same. I was talking yesterday about the gold plating not been a bit of a sort of strange sort of brassy colour on the bridge, and the tailpiece, and the tuners, and these match. So this is probably more like what it would have come like from the factory. But on the plus side, as I was saying, it does have. I think they've copied the Gibson neck pretty well. Not that I've ever played whatever custom shop Les Paul is, but the ones the Gibson Les Pauls I have played, it's a sort of similar. Is that a 59 shaped neck? Something like that's quite chunky and pretty good. And it all seems to work really well. I mean, as I said, the plating on the hardware isn't really the right colour, but I mean there's not an awful lot in a tailpiece and stuff. It seem to be, it all works fine. It's now got new strings on it. All were cheap, much cheaper pickups, and I've intonated it a bit better. It was a wee bit off, and I quite like it. So my only gripe against it is see if it just didn't say Gibson on it. I'd be fine with it. It'd be great. good guitar. Again, it's not my taste. I pretty much don't like Les Pauls anyway. But and I really, for me, that's just not to my taste. I mean, I've got proper taste. I don't like that guitar either. But like with the zebras and the stupid, all the crazy stuff on it. But for this, it's just, it's not for me. Even to be honest, even if it was the real £10,000 one, I don't think I would particularly like it. I like ridiculous shapes and stuff, but I'm not so mad on the crazy wood finishes. I don't think. I would hate to say I think the Les Pauls are just too boring for me. I just, everyone else has got Les Pauls and you see them all the time, so it's like it doesn't really have the same appeal to me as some of the more obscure stuff. But yeah, as I said, I was a bit scared about it. Yes, it's amazing how your preconceptions can affect how guitar worked, because it had like hundreds of pounds worth of Gibson pickups in it, and I didn't like the fact it's a fake. It's a fake Gibson, and also I don't like the excessively fancy fretboard and the excessively fancy top. I just kind of didn't like it before I even played it. So basically all I've done is put cheap pickups in it, and I think they sound fine. I think there's a lot of voodoo kicking about with pickups. It's like, this depends on what kind of pickups you want. You get like, obviously, more expensive pickups are better, but they're not hugely better. I think they're a different type of pickup from the Bill Lawrence ones. I mean, I remember having my Aria Urchin came with Gibson T-top pickups in it, which actually, or I had one Gibson T-top pickup in it, which actually I didn't like. I didn't like the sound of it, and I sold it for more than I got the guitar for, or about the same. So I ended up getting the guitar for like nothing, or a tenner or something like that by the time I'd sold the Gibson pickup that was in it. But it was a highly regarded, everyone loves it, what an amazing pickup, and it just, I didn't think there was anything special. I didn't like the sound of it. But it's like, if that's really the sound you want, whereas these kind of sound more like what I would want a Les Paul to sound like. They're just kind of, I don't know, just modern Chinese pickups are brilliant. Really, I've done that. I've bought a few sets. They're P90s as well. I've actually just ordered a couple of sets of P90s last night after playing with the P90 G&L Telecaster yesterday. I'm going to build one, like a joist, a P90 telly, because I want a P90 telly. I'm going to have a wraparound bridge on it. Actually, it's actually going to be quite similar to that one, I suppose. Kind of maybe the monolith there, which that's the front of it. This, well, kind of a bit more thatty, but with two P90s, I think. But things like the frets and stuff are all really good on this. I mean, assuming that it's not had work done to it since it came. If you bought this from China for like, I don't know how much. Again, I said I think yesterday I said it's like £200. It would be an awful lot more than that if it was like a slightly different shaped headstock and it didn't say Gibson on it. If it was like you get your Ibanez sort of copies, or maybe so it'd be a hell of a lot more than that if it was an Ibanez or a whatever modern guitars, an ESP or whatever, or an LTD even, whoever it is that makes sort of Les Pauly type guitars. It would be an awful lot more expensive than a couple £100 if it wasn't a fake one. So that's kind of basically, apart from the fact it's a fake Gibson, everyone's smashing. But then again, I'm not going to go, if it was mine I wouldn't be scraping off the logo. I'd maybe put a sticker on it or something. I don't know what I'd do. But then again, I don't like Les Paul, so I wouldn't have one anyway. The last chipson I had, I think I was actually talking about this in the previous video, the last chipson I had was actually pretty good. What I liked about it was white. It was a sort of creamy white all over the back, and then it had like a top sort of, this would be a bit of veneer, but it was actually quite a similar sort of build guitar, didn't it, the fancy fretboard. It was a good guitar, but the chipson I had before that, which I got, it was like a toy. I had a black one. I don't know if you go back maybe 2 years my videos or something like that. I had a black one. I ended up selling it for £50 or something like that. And it was just a sort of a standard black Gibson Les Paul copy, and it was like, it wasn't a guitar. Does that make sense? It looked like a guitar. It was like they'd handed it to some factory who made, I don't know, wooden garden furniture or something. I said, here, can you build this? And they've gone, no problem. So it looked like a guitar, but as soon as you played it, everything was just not it was like, you know, it was an ornament as opposed to actually being a guitar. This isn't, although I can see how someone would buy this and hang it on their wall. It is a fully playable guitar, and it's actually quite a good one. I mean, I don't know how much the difference when folk go on about wood and stuff. I mean, it is a mahogany body, I'm 90% sure, and it's a, looking at it, I would say it's a 2-piece, 3-piece. Alright, so there's a piece there, that's a piece, and that's a piece. I think that might be it. So, like, you know, it's a 2.5-piece body. Obviously, if you're this type of Gibson, the fancy stuff on it would be a 1-piece, because it would be 10 grand, so they've got to try and make it as expensive as they possibly can if they're going to spend all that money on the fretwork and the fretboard. Yeah, so quite liking it. I feel so much better today. See, yesterday I stayed up, not last night, the night before. I didn't go to bed just to try and get myself back into a normal time clock. So I managed to stay awake till about 10:30 last night, and then fell asleep, and then woke up this morning at 8, feeling brilliant because I'd actually had a proper sleep rather than just kind of hanging about and doing nothing. So I've kind of wired this is my third guitar today already, and it's like, okay, it's 5:30, so it's not exactly early in the day, but I mean, having a whole day to mess about feels so much better. I've got just been doing this gold Flying V there, which is fun. I wish more folk would do stuff like that. It's like, I'll do a video about that just now. I might do a video about that just now and then put it up tomorrow. Oh no, I should do the one about the since I've fixed the Telecaster. I'll maybe put that up tomorrow. So 2 videos today, or this is really just part 2. They're kind of, if I could, I've already uploaded the other one. I've just not made it live yet, so I might. What I should probably done is edit the 2 together, but sod it. I'll just put part 1 and part 2. You can watch both of them. This one where I'm being nicer about the guitar, kind of. Maybe also the fact that I haven't been up for like 40 hours or something like that. Maybe just a bit in a better mood. Might be something to do with it. Rock on!